The first thing I noticed was the way he looked at me, my coworker. Same cheap coffee, same tired Monday. But his eyes, they held something sharp. Not pity, not concern, something closer to amusement. Like he already knew my world was about to shift. "Bro, you missed a crazy party," he whispered. I didn't react. I never do. I just raised an eyebrow. He glanced around, made sure no one else was close, then slid his phone across the desk. "Watch this." I pressed play. The sound hit me first. Laughter, splashing water, music echoing inside the CEO's indoor pool. Then the image. Her, my wife, on her knees in the shallow end, water up to her waist, serving her by hand like he owned her. My breath didn't stop. It didn't stutter. It simply tightened, like a fist closing around my lungs. My coworker whispered, "Dude, I didn't know she was like that." I handed the phone back with a steady hand. Inside, a blade turned. Outside, I didn't blink. The video replayed in my head as he walked away. Her smile, his grip on her hair, the cheers in the background, my colleagues, drunk and careless. I didn't feel anger, just silence. A silence that felt like the start of something irreversible. The HR email came at noon. "Hope you enjoyed the party. Don't forget to submit feedback." Feedback. I stared at the screen until the letters blurred. Not because I was overwhelmed, but because everything clicked. Why she insisted I skip the party. Why the CEO suddenly started personally inviting her to company events. Why she came home late smelling like perfume that wasn't hers. Little things, forgettable alone, lethal together. She texted me around 3 p.m., "Love you, dinner tonight?" with a heart emoji. A rehearsed lie. A line she probably sent him, too. I typed, "Sure," and sent it. My heart didn't break. It calcified. The investigation began quietly. My voice stayed soft, my hands steady, my routine unchanged. But my mind dissected every detail she ever tried to hide. Phone logs, bank statements, location history she forgot was synced to our shared tablet. I didn't confront her, not yet. Suspicion needs space, truth needs structure, and I wanted the whole skeleton. I found hotel receipts, the same nights she told me she was helping a friend move. Uber trips to a gated address, the CEO's guest home. Payments she tried to label as clinic visits. Then, the worst one. A fertility appointment. Scheduled without telling me, 2 weeks after the pool party. I stared at the printout for a long time. Not because I was hurt, but because it made perfect, cold sense. People usually cheat because they're bored. She cheated because she wanted leverage. A baby from the CEO. A future where she no longer needed me. Her only mistake was underestimating the man she married. The truth arrived in an envelope. DNA test. Collected from a glass she drank from, a hair she left in the sink, a toothbrush in our bathroom. I held the results in my hand while she cooked dinner, humming softly to herself, like innocence wrapped in human skin. "Dinner's ready," she called. I walked into the kitchen and placed the envelope on the table between us. "What's this?" she smiled. I didn't sit. I didn't speak. I just watched her hands tremble as she opened it. Her eyes scanned the page, then froze, then widened. A stuttered breath spilled out of her. This isn't, there must be," I finally spoke. "You can lie to yourself, not to biology." She covered her mouth. Tears were already forming. I felt nothing. Absolutely nothing. The divorce was easy. The lawsuit was easier. The company settled before trial, too afraid the CEO's extracurricular habits would leak. I walked away with more money than that man's pool could hold. She walked away with silence, and shame, and a life she ruined with her own hands. I thought that was the end. It wasn't. She came to my door one night, eyes swollen, face pale, hands trembling over her stomach. I'm pregnant, she whispered, and you're going to be a dad. For the first time in weeks, something inside me moved. Not fear, not hope, precision. I stepped aside, let her in, watched her sink onto the couch like she already felt the ground slipping beneath her. Then I placed a second envelope on the table. Her face drained when she recognized it. "No," she whispered. "Please, don't." I met her eyes. Calm, steady, cold. "You're right," I said softly. "I am going to be a dad. Just not to your child." The last thread inside her snapped. I watched her fall apart, quietly, detached, almost clinically. When she finally looked up at me, begging for something, mercy, forgiveness, anything, I stepped back. "You chose your truth," I said. "I'm simply choosing mine." I opened the door. She left in pieces. And sometimes, the most painful truth is the one that finally sets you cleanly apart from the person who never deserved to stand beside you.